Hi there, my name's Cav and I'll be doing the business accounts training material, and in this video we'll be looking at supplier part payments. Okay, so part payments can be made for the suppliers in the actual supplier records, which is an enterprise feature. Okay, so I'm going to show you the transactions within the supplier records itself, but the end transactions will end up in the green books, and I'll show you the results there if that's where you work. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a new supplier quickly. Let's go ahead and enter our original purchase that we made. So let's say that we got invoiced from them on the 1st of the 4th, and the invoice number was 145 LLP, and this was still outstanding at this moment, so it was bills unpaid, we didn't pay it, and it was for some equipment hire. Okay, and that was £1,000, and it was standard VAT. Okay, so that's the original invoice for the equipment that we hired. And if we look at the statement, here we can see what we owe to this supplier. Now when we make our payment, we do that within the transfer book, and we'll add a new line for the first payment, and we'll say this was on the 1st of the 5th. Which bank did we use? It was our current account, and it's back to the bills unpaid, and £500 per payment in the description. Okay, at this moment we're not going to check this completed. If we go check the statement, here now we can see the original invoice, the payment we've made, and the running balance. Okay, so we still owe them £500. If we go and check the red book, here we'll be able to find the transaction, which is here. You can see it's £1,000 for equipment hire. And if we go to the green books, here you can see the first payment we made, and it was £500. Okay, so you can do the work in the red and green books, but I'm going to demonstrate it via the supplier records, because here we can also see the statement information. Okay, so let's go and do the final payment, and we'll say it was on the 5th of 6th, from the same bank, back to the bills unpaid, £500, payment. Okay, and we can see that's that now done. And if we go ahead and now check the purchase, okay, there's one thing that I've not got turned on here, which is the reference column. And here's where we'd enter our reference numbers from the original invoice. So I'm just going to fill that information in. Okay, so let's go and check the statement. Here we can see the original invoice, the 2 payments we made, and now the running balance is on 0. Okay, so the balance is now on 0, so we don't owe this supplier any more money. So the original purchase is in the red books, from bills unpaid to whichever expense, and then when you make the payments, it's from whichever bank or payment option you have back to billers unpaid, and whatever payments you make. At this moment, don't check them paid. Make sure you enter the reference information. Back to the statement, and here is where I would check off these items. So once I'm happy that everything has been complete and the running balance is on 0, let's make this a bit smaller, and I'm happy that everything's on 0 here, I clear the items off. And once we've cleared the items off here, if you go and check the relevant areas, then all be automatically paid. So here's the paid in the purchase, and here they're now paid in the payment complete in the transfers. Okay, so that should show you how you do part payments for suppliers in business accounts.